Hello everyone, myself Ruchi Rathod, and in this video I'm going to explain you how to solve the WKB approximation method by using the traditional method. Okay, in my previous video I have shown you and I have explained you the rules, that is the quantization rules that you have to remember to solve the WKB approximation method by using the traditional method. Okay, so in this video, I will explain you how to apply those rules to solve this method. Okay, so let's start with this. Here, I've taken one question. Use the WKB approximation to calculate the energy of a particle of mass m moving in one-dimensional box with wall x equals to 0 and x equals to n. Okay, so basically in this question what we have to calculate is energy of the particle. We have to calculate the energy of the particle of one-dimensional box, and here we have given the boundaries, that is x which is equals to 0 and x which is equals to l, that is 0 to l. This is the boundary condition which is given to us. Okay, now let's solve this numerical. It is very simple. Okay, so here we have one potential well and their boundaries are 0 to l. That means we have two rigid one which represent by this and the other one, that is we have the value x which is equals to l, means we have two balls. So obviously which case we will take here? Two rigid wall case. Okay, and in the previous video I have given you the formula for two rigid wall, that is this formula. Okay, so in this video I will explain you by using both formula, and as I told you, you will get the same result either by using this formula or the second. Okay, so first we'll take the first one, then I will solve the same by using the second formula. Okay, so let's start. So first we'll take the formula, that is the first is integral of p dx, that which is equals to n plus 1 pi h cross, that is this formula. And here we have boundaries 0 to, that is x1 is 0 and x2 is n. Okay, now to solve that we need the value of momentum, so that we will get from the total energy formula. So total energy formula, we know that kinetic energy plus potential energy. Okay, it is kinetic plus potential energy, and inside this potential well we know that potential is 0. Inside this potential is 0. So here this becomes 0. So basically what is remaining? E which is equals to p square upon 2m. So p square we will get 2m e, that is this. Clear? So p will be what? Root over of 2m e. So this we will get the value of moment. Now simply what we have to do is we have to substitute this p value in this first equation, that is in the formula. So here I have substituted the value of p, that is root over of 2me in this formula. Clear? And the right hand side will be as it is. So here as we can see, root over of 2me is constant, so we can take outside, and the integration of dx, it will give us x, and the limit is 0 to n, and the right hand side, that is n plus 1 pi h cross, will be as it is. So after putting this limit we'll get l minus 0, that is basically what we'll have, root over of 2me into l equals to n plus 1 pi h cross. Okay, now as you know that our question is to find the energy of particle, that is we have to find this energy. So obviously we have to remove this square root, under root we have to remove. So what we can do, we can take this, we can square on both sides to remove this square root. Okay, so by squaring on both sides, what we will get here, 2me under root will cancel, and here L becomes L square and n plus 1 square pi square h cross square. Okay, so E will be what? By mathematically simply we can solve this. This right hand side will be as it is. Here 2m L square will goes down. Okay, so this will be answer by using the first formula, that is by using the two-digit wall first formula. Okay, now we'll do the same by using the second formula. So as you can see, in the formula only pi h cross is same, only one is extra, that is here we have 1 n plus 1, here we have n. So here by using this formula, you will get the same answer, only instead of n plus 1 you will get n square, and obviously method will be same, instead of n plus 1 you will get n square. So this you have got by using the first formula, and the second one you have got by using the second form. Now I'll show you how you will get the same result either by using the first one or the second. See, in the first one, what are the conditions? If you are using the first one, you have to take the value of n as 0. First value you have to take 0. And in the second one, if you are using this, the first value you have to take n as 1. So by using first formula, we have got this. So if we are putting n as 0 according to this condition, so what we will get? This becomes 1. So answer will be pi square h cross square upon 2ml square, that is this we will get. Clear? Now in the second one, according to condition, the first value will be 1. That is, if we are putting n as 1, what we will get? We will get pi square h cross square upon 2ml square, that is this. So now you can compare these two results. We have got the same result by using these two formulas. That is, for two-digit wall condition, you can use either the first one or the second one according to given conditions. Clear? You will get the same result. Clear? I hope you have understood how to use the cases, that is quantization rules, to solve the WKB approximation method. Okay? If you have any doubts regarding this, you can ask me in the comment section box. And in next video, I'll show you some more example of WKB method. Okay? So thank you.